Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So I've put together 5 steps which are going to help you get great clear skin, clear from spots, clear from blemishes. So I've put together 5 steps which I've really nicely written on the back of this envelope, which I got my tax form in. Thanks for that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. I've also got a massive bag of goodies here which I'm going to talk to you about some products as going through these steps. So I wanted to call this video 5 steps to great skin or to clear skin, but there were so many things I wanted to talk about, so within a step there's more things I'm going to talk about, if that makes sense to you. So the first thing I'm going to say to you, like you watching this video, it could be your mum in the background, your cat sitting there, your brother next to you, do not touch your face, because I am one of them people who, when I get bored, I pick up my face, I lean on my face, I'm always constantly touching my face, until about a year ago when I just stopped, because there's so much muck on your hands that you don't realise. Like, I always wear rings. Like, how dirty are these rings, do you reckon? Like, they look pretty, but how much bacteria and germs do you think are actually on your hands? The first thing I'm going to say is do not touch your face. It's just the worst thing that you can do. There's so much crap on your hands that you don't realise that you're putting onto your face. So what you're going to want to do is carry around a hand sanitizer. Now, I always have one in my handbag. The one I've got in my handbag at the moment is the Strawberry Laces one by Carex. I also have this one in my drawers, which is the Satsuma Hand Cleanse Gel from the Body Shop, which my mum got me. And if you guys don't already know, Satsuma is one of my favourite scents. And I'm going to pop some on now because you can never be too clean. And then I've also got like a big pumpy one on my desk as well, which I just use before I use my laptop and stuff. So the thing which is great about hand gels, obviously it clears all the bacteria off your hands. So before you do your makeup, before you do any kind of skincare routine, you make sure that you want to wash your hands, or make sure that you've used some sort of hand gel just to clear all the bacteria off your hands and to make sure that you're not putting any muck onto your face. So the first official step which I'm going to talk to you about is always remove your makeup before going to bed. So I wear makeup nearly every single day, even on the weekends I've got makeup on, and obviously plastering foundation and concealer and anything else we put on our face is obviously not good, so the least you can do for your skin is to take off your makeup before you go to bed. So I've recently been using the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, which I rave about all the time. I featured this in my May favourites video, and I also did a giveaway, so I gave someone away one of the smaller travel size bottles. So I think her name was Sophie. So Sophie, if you're watching, let me know in the comments how you got on with the micellar water and if you enjoyed it and how you liked it and stuff. But this is great because it removes makeup on your face, eyes and lips, and it's non-perfumed. So this is my second one that I've gone through. It says you get 200 uses out of the whole tub. What I do is I kind of put a bit on a cotton pad and I wipe off my eye makeup and my face makeup and whatever I've got on my lips, and it takes it off really easily. If you go back and watch my May favourites video, which I'll link in the description, I don't know how long ago I posted that video because I'm not sure when this video is going up, but I inserted a clip in that video of me taking off my makeup using the Garnier, it's either micellar or micellar water, so if I change the way I say it, I'm not really sure how to say it, so I'm just kind of going with the flow. You'll see how easy it is to remove your makeup. So always try and remove your makeup before you go to bed. Even if you use just a face wipe, I know it's not the best for your skin, I would recommend using like a cleanser or a micellar water or something like that. At least you're getting the makeup off your face before you go to bed and sleep in it. This is the cleanser which I used to use before I discovered the Garnier item. This is from the brand Botanics. It's from Boots, and it's the Power of Plants Gentle Cleansing Cream. It removes all makeup and impurities for all skin types. So it's a very brightening cleanser. I've nearly used half of this. So what's great about this is you don't need any rinsing involved. I pour a tiny bit onto a cotton pad and just sweep over my face, and then that's it. You don't need to rinse the residue off or anything like that. If you feel a bit sticky, then feel free to use like a cotton pad, or you can rinse if you want to. But the whole idea of using like cleansers like this is that you don't need any rinsing involved. So you could literally do your nighttime routine in your bedroom after you brush your teeth. You wouldn't have to then go back into the bathroom and faff around with water and flannel or whatever like that. So this is what that one looks like. I also try and use a toner as well. So once I remove my eye makeup and my face makeup, and I've taken all my makeup off, I then always try to use a toner. So this is from Spa, and it's a revitalising vitamin toning mist. It helps to soothe and refresh, and it's got witch hazel and essential oils in it. So witch hazel is great for spots and stuff, helps to dry out the skin, but in a good way. It helps to get rid of any excess oil on the skin. I'm trying to hold this so you guys can see it. This is what it looks like. I actually got this in a Christmas raffle, I think like maybe a year and a half ago. I've still got quite a lot left of this. You can either spritz this on your face from like 30 centimetres away, or you can apply it onto a cotton pad and then just sweep over the face. I really enjoy using toners, especially it's like that last step before you go to bed. So you've taken off your makeup, you've done your cleanse, and then just tone, and it just kind of finishes your whole routine. I definitely recommend a toner. There is one that I'm dying to try, but it's a bit expensive. It's the Pixie Glow Tonic Toner. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it's called. I know it's orange and it comes in like a green bottle. I really want to try that, but I think it's like £20 or something, so I haven't invested in that yet. So the last product I'm going to talk about before I move on to the next step is a cleansing balm or cleansing butter. This is from the Body Shop, and it's the chamomile cleansing butter. So it's suitable for sensitive skin. I haven't yet used this exact one. I did get a sample from the Body Shop, so I have used it twice, but those 2 times that I've used it, I'm never ever going to not use this again. Cleansing butters recently have become very in, and a lot of people are using them. I think this is £14. You only need the tiniest amount. I think you get 90 millilitres in here, so it doesn't seem like a lot, but you only need the tiniest bit, and then you rub it in your hands and it just kind of melts like butter, and then you sweep it across your face and then you remove with water. So this does require like a flannel or water. This takes a bit longer rather than just the normal cleanser, but the results and the feeling you get after using a cleansing butter is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've only used a sample and I only had enough for 2 uses, but I'm definitely gonna flip between this and my micellar water, because these are my 2 current favourites for removing makeup. This is honestly so lovely. It's suitable for sensitive skin, so it's not got much perfumed products in it. It's not tested on animals, so it's going to be really nice and kind and gentle on the skin. So definitely try this out if you're looking for a new cleansing butter, or if you want to try something different. So now we move on to step 2. I've use the right products for your skin. So a lot of people kind of get confused because not everybody knows what skin type they have. Sometimes I'm dry, sometimes I'm oily, sometimes I'm combination. At the moment I think I'm kind of oily combination. I've got a few breakouts on the chin and I've got one up here. I think that's just mainly stress related, although I do sometimes get dry patches, and obviously when it's winter time I do suffer with quite dry skin, but that's obviously due to the weather. So it kind of tends to vary throughout the year, but you want to try and use skin products which are suitable for your skin, because then it's obviously going to help to combat your dryness or your oiliness or so and so. So you're going to want to moisturise every day. This is the moisturiser I've got, and it's for sensitive skin. When it was, I think it was around Christmas time, so it was around December, and I had like this really weird like bubbly rash around my neck and along my jawline, and it was right after I had a kidney infection. So I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. I don't know if that's like too much information or anything, but I had a kidney infection for about 2 weeks, and then I got this really weird rash, and I can only describe it as feeling like bubbly. It wasn't like a red rash or anything, it just kind of felt really weird. It felt like I needed to exfoliate my skin a lot, and any moisturiser that I used would flare it up, it'd make it 10 times worse. So I literally just bought the most basic moisturiser that I could find in Superdrug. It's for sensitive skin, fragrance free, hypoallergenic, and it's not tested on animals. This just helped to calm it down a lot. It helped to make it feel not so dry. So I've been using this ever since, and it's the Simply Pure moisturiser. It was about £2. You can still get this now. It's part of their Superdrug range. Whether you have sensitive skin or you don't have sensitive skin, using a sensitive skin product isn't going to make your skin bad. I mean, it's always good to look after your skin, so using a sensitive product is going to obviously look after your skin, and I use that for my skin every day. So I use that before I apply my makeup, and sometimes before I go to bed, although I do have like a separate night moisturiser, but this has really worked and it's great. The next 2 things which are suited for my skin are these face washes. So this is the one I bought first. I think I've had this for a while now. This is the Neutrogena Visibly Clear 2-in-1 wash / face mask. So you can use this as a face wash and a mask. And then I've got this one, which is the Nivea Daily Essentials Refreshing Facial Wash for normal to combination skin. This one is to help to reduce spots and unclog pores. They're both kind of for oily to combination skin. This one I love because it's kind of like a 2-in-1. You can use this daily as a wash to help remove impurities, or then you can also use it as a mask. It helps to unclog pores. You leave it on your skin for 5 minutes and you just wash it off as normal, although this one doesn't really foam up as well as a normal wash would, because you can also use it as a mask, although it has got a nice like minty effect which makes the skin feel nice and cooling. And then we've got this one on the other hand, which I tend to use this one more daily. So this cleanses your skin and it gives a fresh skin feeling. It's got vitamin E and Hydra IQ. This one's really great to use as well, although this one I do like to use more as a mask than a face wash, but they're both great and they both suit my skin types. So we're now going to move on to the exfoliators that I currently use. This was probably the first one that I ever bought. Stupidly, my boyfriend put Tipp-Ex all over it, so you can't actually properly read it because there's Tipp-Ex all on it. But I know that it's from Simple, and it's the Spotless Skin Blackhead Eliminating Face Scrub. So I've only got a tiny bit left in here, but this was one of the first exfoliators that I ever bought. And then I went on to buy the Garnier Pure Active Exfo Brusher Wash. And this, I love the concept of this because it's got the bristles. I know a lot of you guys will recognise this, it's quite old. A lot of people were kind of obsessed with it in 2014, I believe it was. It's got 170 ultra soft flexi bristles, and it's got the product inside here. So what you do is you take off the lid and then you twist the head and then you tip it upside down, and then there's a little hole in the centre where the product comes out of, and it's really nice and foamy, and at the same time you're doing a really good job of exfoliating using these soft bristles. But the exfoliator that I've recently been loving and using a lot is from Marks and Spencer's. I got this around Christmas time, I think it was last year, but I only recently used it this year. So this is the exfoliating face wash for normal to combination skin, cleanses and refreshes, and like the product I had before, the toner, it's got witch hazel in it, which like I said is really good for drying out any excess oil on the skin and helping dry up any spots or anything. This is great. It doesn't look like I've used a lot, but I think it's because it's got quite a lot of air in the tube. This is amazing. I've used that much, if you guys can see. This is amazing. It's a really, really fine exfoliator, so it doesn't feel too harsh on the skin. So it's great for removing excess oil around the T-zone, which is this area. Also a great exfoliator, but at the same time it doesn't dry out the skin. It says massage onto damp skin and rinse off. So this is amazing, and I'd recommend this to anyone. I think it's about £5. So these are all kind of blackhead or spots or oiliness orientated, because as I said, I have oily to combination skin at the moment. So I kind of just realised that I started talking about exfoliators within the last step, but exfoliators themselves were meant to be one step. So all I've put is make sure that you exfoliate your skin once to twice weekly, depending on how dry your skin is. Any average person should just exfoliate their skin at least once a week. But if you feel like your skin needs an extra exfoliation, then obviously do it more than once a week, but not too excessive, because you don't want to damage the skin or make it too sensitive. So as well as exfoliating, it's great to use a facial brush. This is from Superdrug. This is brand new. I've only used this once. I used it this morning with my cleanser before I got in the shower, just to kind of cleanse my skin one more time before showering. This has got like little silicone rubber blue bristles, as well as the fine bristles in there, which helps to break down the skin a lot more, helps to give a deeper cleanse, and it's great to use this basically every time that you cleanse with a cream cleanser. So far we've had always remove makeup before bed, make sure you use the right products for your skin, exfoliate once to twice a week, and now we're going to move on to step 4, which is face masks. Now face masks are a massive part of my skincare. I do a face mask at least once or twice a week. I've got a few packet ones here which are from Montage Genus, I think you pronounce the brand, and this is for oily to combination skin, which is the Argan Oil Mud mask. I've got one for all skin types, which is a honey peel off mask, and I've got another one for all skin types, which is the Passion Peel Off mask, which is a deep cleansing mask. So I do love using these masks because they're so easy, they're perfect for travel, and they're great. They've got all the information about each mask on the back. So this one, for example, you leave on for 10 to 15 minutes, but then this one, or these two, you leave on for 20 to 25. The peel off ones, it just depends what mask you use, and it's got all the information on the back about each mask, which is really, really helpful. So these are great, and you can pick these up literally everywhere now. I've got loads on my wardrobe up there because I've got a few for Christmas. If you guys remember that like wicker basket that I got, I think I've got about 5 or 6 of these packet ones in there as well. But these are great to use. I've always loved these, and they're great to do with your friends at sleepovers and stuff. But at the same time, you're helping your skin keep hydrated, and obviously you use the right mask for what skin type you've got. And then a few more face masks I've got a few from Avon here. This is the Pore Penetrating Black Mineral Mask, and this is also a blackhead clearing mask. Maybe this is the exact same thing, but this is an old packaging and this is the new one. Is this the same thing? This might be the same thing, I'm not 100% sure. I know this one's like blue, and then when it dries it's white, and this one's black and when it dries it's grey, so it might be the same thing. I'm not 100% sure. This one says pore penetrating, this one says blackhead clearing, so I don't know, it might be the same thing, just different. But these are great. I love that they come in a tube as well, so they're great for travelling. This is probably my favourite one. I love how it's black when it goes on, and then when it dries it's grey, and you can kind of see where it seeps into your pores on your chin and your nose, and it looks really like disgusting, but it's really interesting to like see your pores really close up. These are great. They're about £5, and I've ordered these from the Avon booklets, which I get through the door, although you can order Avon online. So I would recommend to use a face mask at least once a week. It's a nice thing to do. It's not, using a face mask doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like, oh, I've got to use a face mask today. It feels like a reward. It feels exciting at the end of the day when you have a nice bath, bubble bath with a bath bomb. You want to put your face mask on, make sure you've got clean skin. It's really nice and relaxing. And last but not least, the last step I put was spot products to help spots. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you tend to have spots, then first thing is don't pick them. Everybody gets spots, whether they're hormonal or stress related. I've got really bad ones here and here and here, but I've just kind of covered them with makeup, which you probably shouldn't do. You want to just let them breathe. You want to try avoid wearing makeup for a few days, and you don't want to bombard them with too many products. So I've got a few here which are my favourite kind of spot treatment products. The first one, which is my absolute favourite, I talk about this all the time on Instagram and Snapchat. It's from the brand, I think you pronounce it Acneside, and it's the, I don't know what this is really. I bought this from the Boots Chemist, and it's got loads of like scientifical words and stuff on it, so I'm just going to show it to you and you guys can read it. So it's to effectively treat your spots. So I haven't actually used this on any of my spots that I've got at the moment because I've been at Connor's house. This is the first time I've been home since I've had these spots. So now that I've got this with me, I'm going to pop this on my spots tonight, and it gets rid of them within 1 to 3 days. Or well, it works on it. That's how long it takes on me. It could take a bit longer or less on you. So it says to use after washing with a mild cleanser. Apply Acneside once or twice a day to the entire affected area. Blah 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 blah. It works so amazingly that I've never been so in love with a spot cream, but it's really really great. It was a bit pricey. It was about £15, but you only need the tiniest amount, and it's not like you have spots like every day, so you don't use it all the time. Another product from Avon, which is the Blemish Clearing Invisible Blemish Corrector. So this kind of looks like a concealer. It's got like the little doe foot applicator. So it doesn't actually say what this has got in it. I believe it's got like some sort of tea tree or witch hazel in it, hence why the green colour. I'm just going to kind of show that to you. You can kind of just see the, if I put that on the back of my hand, you can kind of just see the greenness. This is great to use as well, but it's kind of unhygienic because you don't want to put the sponge directly onto the spot. It's best to put it onto your finger first and then put it onto the spot, because then all you're doing is transferring the bacteria from your spot onto the stick and then back into the tube. So then when you have a spot again, you're putting the same bacteria onto it, and it's just not going to be very hygienic. But this works quite good. This does take a bit longer than the Acneside one, but this is great on the go. You can keep this in your handbag, keep this in your makeup bag, and it's great to just pop on any spot that you get at any given time. So guys, that's my 5 steps to clear skin. So the first one we had, which wasn't actually a step, was to avoid touching the face. Always remove makeup before bed, because then you're not going to want to sleep in a face full of makeup. It's going to clog your pores up and produce spots and stuff. The next one was always try and use the right products for your skin type. If you don't know what products suit you, then make sure you try and ask someone in a shop or something, or ask a parent or an older sister that might be able to help you a bit more. Make sure that you exfoliate once to twice a week, or depending how many times you need to. Also try to do a face mask at least once weekly, and if you suffer with spots or acne, then use spot treatment products which are going to target the spots and help to reduce them. And obviously you can see your GP or doctor if you're concerned and it's getting out of control and you need a stronger cream or something. So I know this was a long one, guys. Thank you for watching if you stayed to the end. I hope this video helped you in some way, and I hope that you're all going to take my tips on board and that you will all have great clear skin. You just need to make sure that you keep up a good skincare routine. I feel like a teacher, like nagging at you guys, but make sure you look after your skin, because you only get one face and it's important to look after it and love it. I'm going to link all of the products that I spoke about in today's video. I hope you guys like my new background. I think the last few videos I filmed sitting here, a lot of you guys have said that you really like it. It's really nice weather outside today, So I'm looking forward to going out and enjoying the rest of my day. I'm going to stop rambling now because I've been talking for 35 minutes, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday with another video. Bye guys! Oh. Ooh. Like me, I say that with like 5 million spots on my face. Mr. Man with the strimmer. Trying to film a video! Oh god, pull that stuff away now.